Alright, hello everyone. Today I am going over my PC setup that I just bought very recently, and main reason being is that it is very budget, I should say. Um, so I've been looking on YouTube for a whole bunch of budget setups, and they're all like within the $2,000 range. Like to me, that's not a budget. So today I'm going to let you know what a budget really is. But just for context, I'm not going to be including the chair and the desk for this one, since I've had these for a couple years already. Um, but everything else you see here, I literally like just bought within the last week. So, first and foremost, let's start with the whole brains of it all, the computer. Honestly, I just found this one on Facebook Marketplace. There was a dude 2 hours away from here that builds them and sells them, and so I'm the first owner of this. It's got one, two, three. It's got 5 fans in it. Uh, it has a total of 2 terabytes for internal storage. It has 16 gigabytes of RAM and runs on an Intel i3 processor with Windows 10. So it's not too bad. It's kind of mid. It's good that it runs on Windows 10. Because that's compatible with most programs and everything. Um, Intel i3 processor, it could be, I could get i5 or i7, could be a little faster. Um, and honestly, 16 gigabytes of RAM is pretty decent, especially for a starter. Like, that's, a lot of people would get 8 gigabytes, right? And with 2 terabyte storage, that's more than what I will ever need. Like, ever. Um, because I just play my games from the cloud. And honestly, if I do get any games on it, they're going to be like less than a gigabyte. Because it's going to be little 2D games that are only for a computer that I can't get on the Xbox. So, starting with the price, this was $485 flat. Um, it's got a jack for the headphones, and then the microphone. So yeah, you got a jack for a microphone and a headphone. I got 3 USBs on top, power button, and then on the back here, it's got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh wait, okay. So these are display HDMI ports, right? Then we got one, two, three, four, five, six USB slots and an Ethernet cable port. However, I am running it on um, Wi-Fi, so a little faster. But yes, this that is the computer. So $485. $485. Let's keep that in mind. Um, okay. Now, off to the monitor. The monitor came with a stand, of course, and it was $150 from Walmart, my local Walmart. And it's a curved monitor too, which is pretty good. And the cool thing about this is you can raise it, and it will stay at whatever height you set it at. Raise and lower. It's a little wobbly because they have it on something, but um, and you can also tilt it or turn it, and it'll stay where it is. And then you can tilt it, but I'm not going to try and attempt that with one hand. So, but yeah, wherever you set it, it will pretty much stay where it is. And then, yeah, I will be putting the prices up and the totals in editing, so you'll be able to see them all. Microphone. This is a Blue Yeti Nano, and honestly, I really like this because it's very crisp, and you can set it to omnidirectional or to only capture what's in front of it. So you can do that with the app that goes with it. It's got it will give you a card with it to tell you to go to the site to install it, but it has an omnidirectional mode which will record everything around it. So that's good for you if you're doing like a group podcast or something, or you can have it only record from what's in front of it, which is what I'm using right now, which is good for streaming or capturing instruments or just one person's voice and whatnot. And it only plugs in one cable for the most part. And then so that's the main connection cable with the power. Then that's a headphone jack. So if I were to put my headphone jack into that, I would hear the playback so that I know how loud I am to the stream. And then doing this right here will increase the gain and decrease it. So it will increase how much it picks up. And then you can press it to mute it and it will turn red. So I got this half off for $50. That was with tax. So, which means this is probably around an $80 mic, which is really good. It's for a microphone for under $100. This one is extremely good. It's very compact and it tilts and everything, and it has its own little cable organizer slot on the bottom there. So yeah, 485, 150, and then $80 total, but I got it half off. And then I also got this key set, this whole set on a really good deal. Oh yeah, before we move on to that, this will also come with the Blue Yeti Nano. This is a microphone stand adapter, so if you have like one of those arms coming out from the wall or a stand with an arm, you just put this on in there and then you screw the microphone on. So, excuse me. So that will adapt to those. And that comes with it. But now, keyboard, mouse pad, and headphones all came in one box, one kit. And I got it for $25. And honestly, they all work great. This has every key I would need. This actually has two side buttons. This has two side buttons right here, two top buttons, and then the scroller. Mouse pad is, just normal size. It's nothing too big. And then the headset has its own microphone. If you want to use that, you entirely could. However, I would recommend to get one of these because this is a much higher quality. But the microphone on that should do just fine if you really want to go budget and save the extra $80. But honestly, that's the whole setup, guys. That's all of it. It was just, webcam. Never mind. I think that was about $40. Yeah, webcam was $40. And then I also got one more thing up there that I bought just for, aesthetic for the streaming. Since I have a webcam, I gotta make, my scene look nice. And this is just my room, to be honest. So what I do is I have this little remote, so I can turn that on over there. That little guy. Come on, buddy. It's not wanting to do it. Oh, I think I unplugged it. There we go. And then this is what the setup looks like. And then from the webcam, That would be the background for now. And this does have a ring light with it, honestly. So when you go into a program and get this webcam going and working, the ring light automatically turns on, and then um, you can turn the knob to adjust the brightness and even turn off the ring light if you wanted to, which is really good. I do see a huge difference with the ring light. It's not big, but it's a lot. But yeah, this guy with that was maybe 20 bucks. And I am going to count that as part of the setup, since this is more of a streaming setup. If you weren't going for streaming and you just wanted a computer to play on and all that, you could entirely not buy. You can skip that and the microphone and the webcam, and then you can just buy monitor, keyboard, mouse, headphone set, and then the computer, and call it good. But since I wanted to stream, I went a little extra and bought those little details. But yeah, whatever the total is, I will be doing the math and putting the total amount somewhere here on the screen so that you can see how much I spent on all this total. And then, yeah, I hope you guys are able to find a really good budget build. Hopefully you get some ideas from this. I could use a bigger disc, honestly, but I don't mind it. Honestly, I think I lucked out on the computer getting it for $485. I didn't even haggle or anything. That's just how much it was on Facebook Marketplace. So if you find someone on Facebook Marketplace that's just building gaming computers pre-built and just selling them, it's worth it. I gotta tell you, it's pretty worth it. And then you can also open them up and upgrade them as you go if you wanted to. So there's really no downside to it. But yeah, that's my build. Hope you liked it. Hope you got some inspiration from this. And I want to see what you guys have made if you want to tag me in anything. See ya.